Ade, Ade, wait, Ade come back. Ade please wait. Fihintala ran after her son. It's only a dream, thank God. Fihintala said, as she sat up on her bed. Fihintala has just lost her husband in a collapsed mining cave. Daya was one of the most successful businessmen in Nigeria. He deals in gold and he had so many people working for him. A giant in the gold business, respected, wealthy, and wise. He had built an empire from the ground up, providing for his family and his entire community. Deo decided to go and check on his workers one Monday morning. While he was there, one of his workers called for help. Deo ran in to see if the worker was okay but found him struggling with an equipment fastened to the rock. He tried assisting the worker get the equipment out when they heard a great noise and suddenly the cave collapsed with 32 workers trapped inside. At the time the rescue team arrived, they were able to rescue 30 workers. Deo and the worker he had gone to assist were nowhere to be found. After so many attempts to find both of them for weeks without success, the rescue team decided to declare them dead. Fihintala had 2 children for Deo, Ode and Bosola. Ode is 13 years old and Bosola is 15 years old. Ode is a very smart kid. He just won the government scholarship to continue his studies in Canada. He will be leaving for Canada with his mom and sister in 3 months' time. Fihintala was a very devoted Christian who brought up her kids in the ways of the Lord, but after the death of their father, Ade had come to hate God so much. He believed that God would not have let his father die if he truly loved him. It was on a Friday morning. Fihintala and her kids are putting things together. They have to leave for the airport. Their flight will be leaving in 6 hours' time. Fihintala had lost everything her husband worked for shortly after he was pronounced dead. Her husband's kinsmen had come to collect everything, claiming that it is tradition for them to be in charge of a deceased family member's property who dies without an adult child. Ade receiving the scholarship is a very big opportunity for Fihintala and her children to have the good life they were used to. Ade pulled his coat tighter as he stepped into Maplewood High School in Toronto. The cold air beat at his skin, a stark contrast to the warmth of Nigeria, where the sun kissed his face every morning. This was supposed to be a fresh start. A scholarship to one of the best schools in Canada was an opportunity most kids could only dream of. His mother had cried with joy when he received the news, telling him, "Your father would be so proud." Ade swallowed hard at the thought. Since the death of his father, Ade had carried his father's legacy like a heavy weight on his shoulders. "Make him proud," he whispered to himself as he stepped inside the school. It didn't take long for Ade to realize that being the new kid, especially a kid with an accent and different skin, made him an easy target. Jason, Tyler, and Ryan were the self-proclaimed kings of the school, and from the moment they spotted him, they saw an opportunity for entertainment. "Hey, look," Jason smirked one day in the cafeteria, pointing at Ade's home-cooked meal. "What is that? You eat rocks in Africa or something?" Tyler laughed. "No, it's probably gold. His daddy must have mined it for him." The words hit like a slap. Ade's father was gone, but even in death, people found ways to mock him. He clenched his fist but stayed silent. His father had always told him, "A lion does not fight flies." But the bullying didn't stop. They tricked him in the hallways, whispered insults under their breath. This went on for months. When Ade couldn't take it anymore, he decided to take his life. One morning, after Ade and Bosola had left the house for school, and their mother had left for work, Ade sneaked back home and took a large quantity of pills he found in the shelf. Just when he was about to drink the pills, his mother walked inside. Fihintala had left her phone behind and had to rush home to get it. Seeing what her son was about to do to himself, she reminded him of his father and told him that no one is worth his life and that it is a sin for someone to take his own life. Hearing these words, Ode decided to fight for himself. One afternoon in the hallway, Jason grabbed Ade's backpack and dumped its contents onto the floor. Oops, Ryan grinned. Better pick that up, Jungle Boy. Ade's vision blurred with anger, but before he could react, a voice interrupted. Enough. Ade looked up to see Liam, a quiet but sharp-witted student from his history class. Behind him stood Sophie and Malik, two others who had always been kind to Kwame. Leave him alone, Liam said firmly. Jason scoffed. Or what? Or we tell Mr. Callahan that you've been bullying a scholarship student, Liam said. You know, the one the principal's so proud of. Jason hesitated. He and his friends exchanged glances before backing off, but not before muttering, whatever. As they walked away, Ode exhaled deeply. You didn't have to do that, he said to Liam. Yeah, I did, Liam replied with a grin. You're cool, man. Besides, you know a lot about history, and I need help with my next essay. Ode chuckled for the first time in weeks. That was the beginning of something new, friendship. By the time summer arrived, Ode had built a small circle of friends, but he still had an uneasy relationship with Jason. So, when the school announced a week-long summer camp in the woods, he was hesitant about going. But Liam convinced him. It'll be fun, Liam assured him. Besides, it's a chance to get away from the city and your annoying sister, Liam added.